welcome to tonight's recap of America's Next Top Model, Cycle 13. So last time Bianca was sent home, and the result? Some general cattiness up in the house. So Tyra Mail was in the limo this time, and that's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You're not going to see that very often. So it said, now that you've learned to smize, let's see what you can do without your eyes. Whoa. I wonder who writes all the Tyra Mails, because they're like a poetic genius. They're pretty much like Shakespeare level. So they arrived at the dance studio and they were greeted by Benny Ninja and then Lil Mama. And if you guys didn't know, Lil Mama is a judge on America's Best Dance Crew. So of course there was an appearance by the Jabbawockeez, who were the winners of the first season. So before the Jabbawockeez showed up, the girls had to freestyle and try to show emotion through like dance moves. Let's just say it was really lame. So that's when they trotted out the Jabbawockeez and performed all the different emotions, including happiness, sadness, and anger. So that was like the teach part of the week, and next was the challenge. The girls had to split up in 3 teams of 3, and they had an hour to prepare a dance routine that would showcase happiness, sadness, and anger. And they weren't allowed to show their faces, so it was all about the movement. So the first team was Jennifer, Kara, and Ray. They were alright. I don't know. I was kind of underwhelmed. The second team was Laura, Brittany, and Sundai. I thought this one showed a lot of emotion. I thought it was clever. And I feel like they probably should have won. And the third group was Erin, Ashley, and Nicole. It was kind of middle of the road. I thought their angry was pretty good, but then the Nicole stare down of the judges at the end was a little bit weird. I don't see how that was angry. But anyway, the winners of the challenge were Jennifer, Kara, and Ray. I gotta say, I was a little surprised. And their prize was either $7,000 or $17,000 worth of jewelry. Yeah, $7,000 and $17,000, that's kind of a big difference, but I'm going a little deaf, so deal with it. Alright, and by the way, the guest judge was Rhonda Faber Green, the jewelry designer. Okay, so they got back to the house after the challenge, and Ashley was all mad because she's a dancer, and her team was pretty pitiful, and she talked to her mom on the phone, and she was all like, don't get discouraged, and blah, blah, blah. The typical thing. So right away, we know that Ashley's going to be kicked off because she was the center of the emotional story this week. And that's the America's Next Top Model formula. Basically the formula for any reality show. So the next morning, Mr. J woke everyone up via TV screen, and he let the girls know that they were going to jump on a plane to do a photo shoot in Vegas. So they arrived at the Treasure Island Resort and Casino and saw a little Cirque Du Soleil performance. Because the photo shoot this week is a circus theme, and the photographer was Mike Rosenthal, who does all of the circus photo shoots because they have one like every season. And he did the famous Carrie D shot with the elephant nose. So, or trunk. Alright, so this week the girls are posing in groups, and there's also Cirque Du Soleil people in the background, so they really have to try hard to stand out. The first group was Jennifer, Ray, and Brittany, and the second group, Sundai, Erin, and Nicole, and the third group, Ashley, Kara, and Laura. So let's just review the photos through Judges Panel. The judges this week, Nigel Barker, Miss J. Alexander, and supermodel Josie Moran, who's 5'6". I like how Tyra's bringing out all the shorties this season. It's pretty cool. So let's go through this week's photos. Brittany, she's pretty good. Tyra said she was like Frankenstein's model cousin. Okay, whatever that means. She was like the middle one of the group. Ray was definitely the best shot of the group. She was tranny fierce. She was bringing back Christian from Project Runway's phrase. And Jennifer was the worst. Her photo was really weak, and she really brought down the group. So the second group, Laura, Ashley, and Kara. Laura was definitely the standout. She rocked it. Ashley, she always does that eyebrow thing. Like, I don't know if her face is like that or if she just does that when she gets in front of a camera. But she also looked really sleepy, which is a downer. And Kara was but not as bad as Ashley, so Ashley was the worst of the group. Okay, in the third group, Erin, Nicole, and Sundai. Erin's face and like half of her body were in a shadow, and I can't believe the judges didn't point that out because that's kind of a big deal. And she still wasn't the worst. Nicole was the worst because I thought her shot was really good, but Tyra said that her film was really weak, so she brought the group down, so boo. And Sundai was the best, even though Tyra said it wasn't her best, which doesn't make sense. But again, the whole thing, since they were working in a group, Sundai apparently had a really good film, and this just wasn't her best shot. So the order of the photos this week, the winners this week, it was a group and not just one person. So they were Brittany, Ray, and Jennifer. And next was Laura, then Nicole, Sundai, and Erin. So the bottom two this week was Kara and Ashley. And Kara, Tyra said she was relying too much on her genes because she's just a pretty face and she's not being fierce or working it. Okay, and Ashley really disappointed Tyra because she found her on the set of the Tyra Banks show. No, well, she did, but that's not why. But also because she's a dancer and she has really crappy movement, and that's just unacceptable. And in the end, Kara stayed and Ashley was sent home. So, sorry. I'm surprised, though, that she went this early considering she was, like, Tyra's pet project. But whatevs. I guess she had to, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. But next week is one of my favorite competitions of the season, the Go Seas. So that's really exciting. And I just had a little comment. What the hell was with the ending music? Not good. Okay. So that's it for this week. And until next time, much love.